ESPN buys everything. No, Paramount is about to buy everything. NFL media, WWE, drafts, DTC has a date. Now UFC to Paramount for 7 years. No more pay-per-view. We'll dissect it all. Plus Fox Sports, TNT, NBC, Netflix, Amazon, Apple. Oh my. It's a feel-good. Marchand and Meterparel. Everybody loves sports media. Meet, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Marchand. I feel like we need 9-inch nails here to strike up the band. It's like Lollapalooza, Dealapalooza, anything Palooza. I'm the only guy that hasn't been purchased in the last 24 hours, but I am available, Meterparel.com. But I will tell you this, Paramount and UFC, that came in late.
Yes, so $1.1 billion, more than double on average what ESPN was paying. No more pay-per-view. We've talked about this a lot, that when David Ellison and his group bought Paramount, they're going to be big players. They closed the deal officially last week. Now already they have an agreement to bring over UFC from ESPN. No more pay-per-view. A lot of money. But there'll be some broadcast windows. But I just think we've talked about this. This is kind of my big headline from all this, all these deals. A lot of people talking about Netflix. A lot of people talking about Amazon. A lot of people talking about Apple. We go on, YouTube. And here's ESPN making deal after deal. Now, CBS, Paramount, if you didn't believe us when we were telling you this for months and months, they are real players for everything that's out there. They're just a wild card everywhere. We mentioned them. I'm not saying this is, we mentioned them as a wild card for other places. I'm not going to get into it without knowing. But that is a humongous deal and just puts their stamp right away on the sports scene and we're going to spend scene.
Fun fact about UFC, the voice of UFC, John Anik, former Meterparel intern.
Wow.
WEEI.
Very good. Did you know he was going to be a star?
No, I did not. He wasn't one of those that you knew right away. He wasn't one of those like Derek Jeter's, oh my God, he's a can't miss. No, but good for him, man. He's come a long way since I had him getting my coffee.
Fair enough. All right, we're going to get into all of it, especially, the ESPN deals. So many deals. We're going to have John Oran on this week. So we're going to have Oran on. Comes out probably Wednesday afternoon. By latest Thursday morning. We're twice a week podcast, Tuesdays and Thursdays. You get them by Tuesday and Thursday. A lot of times now we send them out Monday afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, but 5:45 on Tuesday and Thursday, you're guaranteed to have your podcast, Marchand and Meterparel, here on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays, main event. Last week, Chris LaPlaca, great reviews for that one about the worldwide leader. He was the head of PR, ESPN, original basically, was there for 43 years. Great insight about PR and just ESPN. We're presented by WSC Sports. You want to make your life easier if your league, a network, or a team, anyone, you use Clips, WSC Sports Digital Asset Management, library that actually gets sports, WSC. They use AI tags. You got a highlight from a couple of weeks ago. You need it now. You go, and they're AI, they have it. It's right there. Easy as can be. League, team, network. Got to use WSC Sports. Most of you already do, but if you don't, you need to check them out at WSC-sports.com. Again, AndrewMarchand.com for the full podcast.
All right, let's go here, Marchand. What's up in your world?
My what's up is Roger Goodell and the NFL. We're going to get deep into that deal later, but I think when you look at it, it's a no-lose situation for the league. They get 10% of ESPN. They're able to keep a lot of the rights. We'll get deep into that, but they get to keep the Red Zone digital rights, for example. So they're kind of try to continue to grow NFL Plus. You look at the value that they got; it's probably valued at $2.5 billion for the assets that they gave up. It's a very complicated deal. It's really 4 deals in one. We'll try to break that down. I just think that the NFL did really well. We've said on the podcast for a while that they were giddy about the deal, the owners. You could see why. That doesn't mean I do think it's a good deal for ESPN as well. We'll explain that when we get into the questions. But Roger Goodell gets my what's up. What do you got, Meat?
Yeah, well done, Roger Goodell. My what's up? Shams Charania, NBA insider, ESPN, committed to the job. Let's hear him. He was on the Sports Reporters with Jeremy Shep.
I've had to walk out on dates. Like I've had to walk out on like social events, a lot of social events.
Very well.
My friends don't really like me. That's why it's very hard to have a consistent relationship, because it's just like, the time that requires, and the time that they deserve rightfully. And there are just moments where I'm just always going to choose this as of right now.
All right, he got a little mixed reviews on social media for this comment. I feel like this is enlightening. This is refreshing. This is a guy who works his ass off trying to do what he can do to find information. I mean, we all know these guys are a little borderline insane. Adam Schefter, they have 7 phones. They never turn it off. Woj, well documented why he left ESPN. He was burnt out. And as Sham said, after this, maybe he will be burnt out eventually. But you know what? It's not easy having a social life. It's not easy. You know that. You were a reporter for many years covering baseball. You can never turn it off. So at least he admits that this is his life, but he's invested. He's doing a great job for ESPN, always breaking stories, and I don't understand why you got a little flack for this. He's just being honest. I mean, yeah, it's not easy having a social life, but he knows it, and maybe that will change eventually. But right now, he's all in.
Yeah, I think you need something else. I think we all do this, I think, in whatever you do, but as a reporter, it is difficult when you're off. The stories pick the time a lot of time, not you, but I do think you want to have, for your long-term health, I think we saw it with Woj.
Yes.
And I just think that, I don't know, it's a little sad. I can kind of see the flack personally. I got to be honest. Like I almost feel bad for him. I worked with Shams in a brief time when we both were at the Athletic, and he was good to work with from my point of view. To listen to the rest of the podcast, we get deep into ESPN and WWE and NFL, UFC, a lot of questions, a lot to go. Go to andrewmarchand.com, andrewmarchand.com. Get your full podcast, get all the archives, get all future podcasts, and you never have to worry about a thing. My what's down: Tom Brady and Drew Brees